driving south on the 101 through Humboldt, I decided to get off of the freeway and to take the Avenue of the Giants, which is a nice slow road that snakes along right next to the 101 freeway, but at a much slower and gentler pace. Just a really beautiful drive, and it's the kind of drive that I really enjoy taking. It's my favorite way to travel. And of course I couldn't help myself but to stop what seemed like every few feet to take in the sights. Such a beautiful, beautiful area. So it's lunchtime and I've just made some quick noodles. And I normally just eat in the van, but when there's a view like this to get to look at while you eat, you might as well take advantage of the picnic tables. I started off this morning thinking I was going to get some miles under my belt and get somewhere. I need to pick up a part. But as soon as I got here to Humboldt State Park, my plans just evaporated. Well, eventually the Avenue of the States ended, and I rejoined the 101 South. Okay, I am now in Ukiah, California, and that means I am at a crossroads, both a proverbial crossroads and a literal crossroads, meaning that this is the point where I need to decide which way I'm going to head. If I continue on the 101 South, which is what I've been doing the last couple of days here, that would mean that I'm going to go through San Francisco. And the fact is, I've never been a fan of San Francisco. I've never been a fan of the Bay Area. In fact, I can tell you a little story. My earliest memory of being in San Francisco was when I was a kid, and we were driving by, and I remember being woken up and told I had to get out and look at the Golden Gate Bridge. And look at the Golden Gate Bridge. And I remember when they woke me up, when my parents woke me up, I remember hearing the wind outside, and it was howling and moving so fast it was actually shaking our van. It actually felt like there were a couple of people on the outside of our van pushing our van back and forth. That's how heavy the wind was blowing. So they opened up the sliding door, and out into the wind gust I stood, and I had to stand sideways in order to stand upright. And I just remember it being really cold. I was really uncomfortable. And I remember thinking, have I looked at this Golden Gate Bridge long enough? Can I get back in the van now? And that is my fondest memory of San Francisco. I think I'm going to make some dinner and think about it. Actually, it just occurs to me now, not that far away, and it's just about 5 o'clock now. So that means if I go through the Bay Area, it'll be in the evening, which will mean less traffic, I think, maybe. Now I got even more decisions. Now I'm gonna make dinner. Now this is the point at the trip where things got a bit difficult for me. I opted to drive around the Bay Area. I decided I didn't want to deal with the traffic going through San Francisco, and so I figured just driving around the Bay and hooking back up with the 101 in the San Jose area would be the best idea. And I'm glad I did, because the traffic through the Bay Area was horrendous. It was heavy and aggressive, and it wore me out. This was the first point of the trip where I saw any traffic at all, really. And so I had been quite used to just dealing with no traffic at all and taking my time and taking a nice leisurely drive wherever I was going. But going around the Bay, I had to drive aggressively and fast, and like I said, it wore me out. So under the circumstances, I felt like getting as far away from the Bay Area as possible. So when I got to the 101, I just headed south and kept going. At a time where I'm having difficulty finding water, this seems wasteful to me. Well, after all those miles, I was looking for a place to stop and just stay put for a couple of days. And so I decided to stop in Solvang. And I don't think I could have picked a better town to stop and just enjoy my time for a couple of days. Well, I didn't do much when I was in Solvang. I just enjoyed hanging out. It was such a lovely little town. So I got a lot of chances to walk around the town, see the sights, and just kind of hang out and enjoy the atmosphere. In all honesty, I could have stayed in Solvang for days. There was no traffic, there was plenty of water, I was very comfortable, but in the end, the ocean was calling me.